Hello, friends. Welcome back. It's another reading of the blog. Today's title, Forgiveness. Are the good guys really the good guys? If they're bad, are the bad guys the good ones? The concept of information as the new oil could be an opportunity for new blood to take control of the steering wheel of humanity. The powers that be may have left the back door open on this one. Their dubious behavior has become so obvious that in spurring a big change, it could be that big change that is their undoing. The value of good information could become great again. Plus, there's even good news for them. It could be a time for forgiveness, and that includes everybody, even the blatant sinners. Let's ask some questions. What are the biggest problems we face, and are they really as bad as they've been portrayed to be, or are they being driven by fiat money? Who are the good guys these days? Can you define them? Where are they? What are the good guys doing about all the obvious bad and harmful things going on? And if you're going to suggest a celebrity or a political figure, you may want to consider the echo chamber you're in. When is the plan coming into effect? It's obvious it hasn't yet. And why haven't they done something sooner? These are all basic questions, but if the good guys are hard to find, what about the bad guys? Are they really bad? Most of the people in prison these days aren't violent offenders. If they aren't hurting people, why are they in jail? Why not allow them to be productive, to make it possible for them to restore the damage that they've done? Seems like forgiveness would work there. If the bad people are maintaining their position on top, if they're the ones winning, what are they doing to keep that up? What could we learn from them? Of the so-called bad people I've run into, gang members, mafia figures, politicians, law enforcers, judges, etc., many have excellent qualities. If we saw them in a bigger picture, is it possible we could see them in a different light? Is it possible they could see themselves in a different light? By acknowledging a greater picture, do you think those bad people might actually reform themselves? Is it possible we could at least try something different? Something different like forgiveness. Forgiveness could open doors to high quality information. I'm a big believer in something called Ubuntu. It's the African tribal practice of correcting tribal members' mistakes in a healthy manner. It doesn't involve rewards or punishment. It identifies the positives in each individual. It reminds the individual of the beneficial relationships they have and broadcasts it to the entire community. Then gives the individual the choice and responsibility to live up to his or her own potential, knowing that everyone knows and is watching, not because they want to shame the person, but because they want to see the good things happen for themselves and for each other. The high value information is, it works. And guess what? It's not just African tribes that practice this. It's in most native and ancient cultures around the world. Humans are social creatures. At some point in the past, we learned we are very vulnerable alone. So we had to group together and work together. In doing so, we discovered that we could accomplish things together that were impossible on our own. As groups became villages, then towns, then cities, those responsibilities and understandings somehow got lost to government and subsequently twisted. We can take those back. We don't need world government to solve our problems. No matter what propaganda or trouble they dream up to justify their existence, we can do much better in small groups. It's not as difficult as it has been conditioned into us to believe. The current system isn't designed to solve problems. It's designed to create problems. It's got us looking in the wrong direction and mislabeling each other. It's highly likely we all have good and bad traits, some that we need to iron out after living in the upside down asylum that the game has created. We're all victims of this system. Very few understand. Forgiveness, my friends, forgiveness. We could all use some forgiveness. Thank you so much for listening. I hope this hit you well. I appreciate your time and consideration. Have a wonderful day. Thank you.